Oh yeah, you seen me? Stop crying. I don't want to hear none of that crying.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I don't want to hear none of that crying. That's my D tackle ranking.
Obviously,
get
2
to
drives,
know
2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey,
this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the
That's
play.
Lattimore, bro.
So that changes things a bit. He
could at least made it. Bro, they just made my dude froze. You see that? What the fuck?
To the line of scrimmage as
look at it. Watch he freeze.
Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Oh my God, that's crazy. What the fuck was that?
To him again. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Bro, listen, bro. Just do your thing, bro. Stop worrying about what I'm doing.
He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training
that went into it. I just put him on his back, so I just making sure he all right.
To his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive.
You getting 3, nigga.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck.
What the fuck is that?
This time, the break goes against him.
They'll run it with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half.
Hey, don't get too happy, dog. You ain't doing nothing,
That'll
dog.
set them back with a loss of 3 on the play.
Lose some
pounds. Make this a 2nd and 13.
Lose some pounds, man. Ooh. Ooh. Don't do that again.
Hey, let's go.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Lattimore. I told you about Lattimore. Then he pick it off. He picked it off.
We remind you that coming
you
up
did
at
that, man. You ain't see Lattimore over there, man. Lattimore said, "Give me that."
An analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights.
Who is this playing this booty shaking ass music, man?
26.
Y'all niggas be booty shaking.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Y'all niggas do, man.
Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down to the 35.
Booty shake.
And Green Bay has the first.
Oh, you better stop that booty shaking shit, boy.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 30. Something is a loss. We take a win. Hey, Haywood.
Touchdown. See you later.
On 1st and 10.
Oh my God. He catch Ted again?
Incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there.
I can't believe this nigga caught Ted again, dog.
40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's
Man,
going to fail
you lucky
7 out of
he
10
called
times
him.
and still
I
have
don't
a
know how
great
he
year.
called him, but he
In this
called him.
case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground.
Bro, you
instead of going to
can't,
an
you cannot,
jersey.
first of all, you can't stop my offense, first of all.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd
How is that
down.
a money play? The hell?
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes this just a few yards
said
shy
that
of the
was a
red
money
zone
play.
before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you ain't get nothing. I'll take 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, take 26.
Yeah.
Rodgers again now.
Yeah.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I told you I don't play with Drew Brees before the game started. I told you that.
It's contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd
I
been
don't fuck with Drew Brees. The fuck?
Rodgers again here on second
Hey, bro, listen, bro.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
I got 7, you got 0.
Just over a minute to go before halftime.
I don't know why you got all them ketchup bottles over there.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Who you gonna throw it to? I'm gonna pick that bitch off.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Right in the middle.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Bro, listen, bro. You ain't doing nothing, dog.
Stadium in the NFL, and it's
feel
enough to
like
rattle
he's
even
doing
most seasoned of
stuff. He ain't
quarterbacks.
doing nothing,
And here, it looks like
dog.
he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Here's the Seattle
Aaron Rodgers
offense ready
right.
to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be
I
in this
gotta make
spot?
sure he all
Not
right.
as
He just got sacked.
as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully
ain't
enticing.
look right,
You almost
dog.
talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and
That's
10
Eli
from the
Apple, boy.
25.
Get that out of there. Use a swat. Pump my ball.
Here's Wilson throwing again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
You try to blitz me too a couple times, but you know that shit don't work.
Oh, yes, that was
You
good
did
pressure
blitz.
applied
You
that
picked
time
what?
by the defensive
You
unit.
picked the
They
man
forced him
blitz
out wide to his
defense.
left
What the
with
hell you
nobody
talking
home.
about? You
He
picked it like
decided to tuck
5
it and go.
times.
He's able to turn it into a short gain.
Oh, well, you blitz. Goddamn it.
And let's see, the
So you
Packers
audible
defensively
into a
6
blitz.
DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
So you
Complete
blitz.
coverage or bring pressure.
To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Why you keep saying that?
Why you keep saying good stuff,
Here
bro?
for the Seahawks.
I'm trying to figure that
They've
out
got a
myself.
1st and 10 from the 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure.
I'm trying to figure out why he keeps saying it myself.
Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a
niggas
little
so
bit. They
garbage.
didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the
I had
half,
all
he'll
them
just take a
blockers
knee
right
and they'll
there.
bring the football out to the 25.
Nobody. Taysom Hill, man.
The Packer offense ready to get their next
Drew
drive
Brees,
underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Who is Drew Brees, man? I don't know that name.
And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Alpha. Check 33. 33. Been a long day for you. Jump out.
Bro, that nigga was open,
Rodgers
bro.
now from the gun, he'll throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Man, stop it. Stop it, bro.
And his guys have got it back at
Stop it, man. You scored on a pick six. You can't even score on offense. You don't have the ball. I was just up the field at like the 2-yard line. So hold on. So what's wrong with the option one?
Offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the
That's not an offensive play. The option is not an offensive play.
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
All right.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
You don't got no motherfucking defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he
Thank you what, nigga?
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Passing players. I gotta pass the ball. I need points for the half.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's what I should have did the last time.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right there, 54, right there.
Spiking the ball is a trick now, y'all.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. Complete. It's
I just fucked up. I threw you that pick six.
5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Irvin on the draw. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
Supposed to be 10-0 right now. 14-0.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 2nd down carry for Irvin. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we, Ramon?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Oh, what? Oh, man, I caught it myself, and he's... Wow. He dropped it. For what? Man, please, dog.
Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to air one out. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run the screen with Carson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Why the fuck they got him in the
3rd and 2.
game?
Now Wilson. He lets him fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
Damn, I threw that pick 6. I don't really fuck up like that. I don't really turn the ball over.
On 2nd and a yard. Wilson buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown.
Your dude tried to catch it with one hand. Get the fuck out of here.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Lattimore.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to get him
Lattimore, he did it again, y'all.
His nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Got him. Yep.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the
Got ugly quick, huh? 24-7, huh, Wayne?
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
You seen what Deep said I was going to 21 you while I'm playing you. You got away with that pick six.
Hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6.
This is 3rd and 8. Shade.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
I let this nigga hit me with a string.
And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th
so you
down.
won't
They're
get
going for
a break off the line. In this formation, when you press, it's hard for them to get off. So my pressure will get to you quicker.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers.
I know that.
Watch this, and this will be caught at the 30.
No thing.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
A different thing, bro. Like, you in a tight formation, so what I'm supposed to do?
1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
This dude was wide open. Could have picked it off.
To throw is Rodgers.
No, I could have just pressed the triangle, but I don't like to pick the ball on
down
one
inside the
coverage.
20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and short, Irvin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let me try this play right here. I've been lagging.
They'll try and run down here with Irvin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I've been lagging this play right here. That shit garbage as fuck.
Hey, exit. Come on, let's go. Hey, no, look, hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Let's go, defense.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And now he's going to use his legs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
You got jump out. All right. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On 3rd and goal, Irvin. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down.
Hey, flag.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
If I had more space, I threw it to the short side of the field. It's a touchdown right here. Smith. Oh, okay, you changed it. Okay. That was damn sure a touchdown.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Crosby puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep?
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Oh, what a move.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Hey, Warner, you can't fuck with me, man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Hey, niggas do the same plays though, bad.
Oh, Wilson gonna throw. Flushed out right.
You have to do some deep
And he
plays.
can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Follow the dude running the same route. It makes me follow.
Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They don't call that shit on here. You got that throw off. Good throw, boy, because I did it like an all-out blitz. That was a good throw.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
You let me
So
get
good
you with a
starting field
3-man
position
rush.
for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own
This is
46.
a shame that they
Going
it's
for
a bench, huh?
Metcalf on the deep
You
ball.
got 5 niggas
This is
blocking.
caught inside the 15. And he
Oh, that
will
was a screen.
score.
Oh, okay.
Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that
Don't
lead
do
out
it.
a bit further.
Oh my God.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right?
And that's because I was just trying out something. I was running my defense.
But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you
Hey,
see the
bro, don't
result
do
right
that.
there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to reliable.
Look at line.
Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Alright. Bro, if I really didn't want to the scope, you would never score, bro. Oh my God, my man in my way. I would have been
The
out of
Packer
there.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following
Oh
the
my
interception, just
God.
any interception, are you
This
a little
nigga's
bit
a
more
fucking
cautious when you start that
retard,
next drive, or no, you
man.
just throw
Why
it
is this nigga in my way,
You are. I
dog?
don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And this is intercepted.
Man, this
and
big
that should
fat
do it.
nigga, dog.
Trey Flowers
I'm trying to
flips
get
it,
off
and
with
his
an
guys
option
are gonna
play.
take over at the 21-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over.
Hey,
The
Wayne, I'm
defense,
finna hit you
they
with one of your
frustrated the
plays
offense the entire
that you
ball
like to
game.
do.
That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act. That
Screen
interception.
play.
Good way for them to end
I'm
it.
gonna go for it,
For
dog.
more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'll give you a chance to score some more
That
points.
hot downfield, who knows how to get the
Let's see
ball into
here.
the end zone. You throw it up and give him every...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
See
down.
how good your defense is.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back.
Your
after
defense
this.
weak. That nigga cannot throw.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey,
here.
that nigga overthrew that nigga like 10 yards, bitch.
Now Wilson.
But he ain't in there to throw though. He another one.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Alright, here we go.
Now the Seahawks call the second
You
of
ain't
their
getting
3
nothing, dog.
timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining
That's it
in
for
this
you.
4th quarter of play.
I told you that's it for you, bro. But nah, you don't want to
Put it on the
listen.
end zone. It's a fake. And able to catch
Why you don't
it,
wanna
but he's
listen,
out of
bro?
bounds.
Here we go.
And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to
Told
be a
this nigga
turnover
he
on
ain't getting nothing,
downs.
dog.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our
The
attention
defender
on the guys
is
that were
always
unsuccessful.
the
But how about
defender have a
defensive
better
guys? They have to
chance in
plan
this
all
year
week,
Madden
they have
than
to
the
prepare all week.
than the
Special
receiver,
teams,
bro.
It looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
That's how this man worked this year. The defender have a better chance.
Hey, 88.
Trying to shake
threw
off
it
the
too quick.
interception from the last drive. He'll
You-
look to throw.
If you would have waited a little bit longer, you would have had you threw it too quick.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Yeah, but you ain't let him get out his break yet. The ball was on him before he can even get out his break.
And he will take this one.
Lattimore, that boy
It's a
got 3 of them
touchdown.
holes.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Hey,
Door
OTM.
closed, locked, reinforced.
What up,
Oh, and
man?
it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
There you go.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
That boy Taysom Hill out here looking like Michael Vick.
The touchdown at the end to add to their lead. Then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion, but didn't get it.
You got to talk to man about that, dog. I don't
wants
know.
To win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No, X button. Big X button ain't for aggressive.
As we say so long from Seattle.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is that... Oh, shit.